I want to go deep into the Paul Pierce.
Oh, you want to go Paul Pierce?
I want to go Paul Pierce
we'll go
first.
Paul Pierce. All right.
Okay. All right.
Paul Pierce this week out. I think this was from Summer League, if I'm not mistaken.
Put Shaq on my team. Put LeBron and Bosh with me. I'm not gonna win one. You don't think?
Ooh.
Yeah. You got your shit on.
You put me, LeBron, and
Isaiah Thomas said.
Me, LeBron, and Bosh. We not gonna win one.
Yeah.
We not gonna win a couple.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
That's
though.
true. That's true.
So I'm saying though, like who's the better 3-point shooter?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is he a better scorer? Is he a better scorer? Okay, he averaged more points than me career. I can shoot the three.
He's a better slasher.
I can post up. I can get to the line. Who a better scorer?
So didn't he have?
If
didn't
you
he
want
have a big three plus him gave him a big four. Think about it, you had Rondo.
Yeah.
You had Garnett,
him,
and
Ray Allen.
And Ray Allen. That's big four right there, technically.
Well, Rondo wasn't. We didn't know about Rondo at the time.
Right.
So I mean, he's still Rondo was in his early stages, like you were saying when y'all came to Houston that first championship. He was young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I look.
I can see where he's trying to go with that.
I do too. I think the only thing wrong is that he's saying it into a microphone.
It's usually what happens when it goes south. Yeah, you're right.
No, seriously. Look, if we just hanging out, if we had a, if we kicking it in a, hotel room, we kicking at a bar, just chilling or something, we sitting on the sideline watching the game and having this conversation, it's all good. It's all good. But the fact that you're saying it in a microphone,
I wonder why he keeps, focuses on Dwyane Wade. Like, why you think you better than Dwyane Wade? They're both great players. Just say, you know what? Hey, we both had great careers. One had more points. We both could have won championships. But don't just say you're better than another guy.
Rob, you know truth, just like I know truth. Paul is being who he is and the reason he's on Dwyane Wade because he finally had to jump off LeBron. He was on LeBron for years.
Yeah, he was.
So he just had to find somebody else, and now he found LeBron adjacent. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
He found someone that's connected to LeBron, but it's still about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It's still that itch about LeBron's career and his career that he's gonna always have problems with. And this time, like I said, it's just not LeBron. It's LeBron adjacent. So who did LeBron win chips with? I'm going to go to the next guy. I'm going to go to the next guy. And after that, it's going to be Carmelo Anthony because he's LeBron's boy. He's going to keep going down the line. But that's who truth is. And everybody got nemesis like that. That's cool. You've been in the game a long time, but the problem with Paul is that he keeps doing it when a microphone and a camera's around. And instead of being like, all right, that's P being P, it's us looking at it as like, dude, it's becoming problematic. And it's almost like you're obsessed with this.
Yeah.
And when you listen to him, when I listen to him sometimes, it's almost like bro, you almost talk like you ain't won a title. And it's like you're hearing a guy who's had a great career, or like if this was Melo talking. And him and LeBron weren't as cool, and they didn't have the Banana Boat crew. It's almost like hearing Melo talking, a guy who's had a Hall of Fame career but hasn't won a title. Bro, you've been to title games and title games before in finals and won one.
Can we get beyond that and just speak to not even the Hall of Fame piece, not even speak to the winning the ring? I'm getting more specific than that. Dude, you got a 75 jacket.
Yeah.
Can we stop?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make once you in that 75 group.
Yeah,
you good.
Right.
You are out there. You should shut it down. Like, look, man, I have been solidified as one of the 75 baddest motherfuckers to ever play this game.
Yeah.
I'm good. The complaints to me should stop. Once the NBA does it, when they did it at 50, when they did it at 75, you know what I'm saying? Once you get that honor, you should be like, I'm good. I don't need this. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah. It's all about that one group. Who's in this group?
Right.
Dwayne's in this group. I'm in this group. LeBron's, hey, I'm cool.
But Scoop,
stop right there.
You're right. You're 1,000% right. But you know how that human mind works, especially when the ego involved. You start tearing them things.
I know, but to me, man, it's like it's almost like you get forgetful of why you even got into the game in the first place. Like, everybody wants to be the best ever. And, you know, there's going to be a few that's going to fall short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and as a retired player, Rob, you can piggyback on this or disagree, is that when you step back and look at your career, and yes, you do want to win rings. You know, you probably want to ring an MVP, this, that, and the other. You know, you probably want to make the Hall of Fame. That's fine. But when you were selected in a group of other 6,000 people that's ever played the game, and the league itself, you know, gives you that, you know, Game of Thrones swords, you know, honors you up over your shoulders as one of the 75 best to ever do it. You at some point, why are you starting to nitpick about certain players? Man, you in the room. You were really, really in the room. Yeah. You know, and I get wanting to have conversations amongst your boys, amongst other people, but to me, it's the public nature of the conversation that you continue to have that becomes problematic. Like, dude, be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really be happy for yourself for what you achieve, but also show some humility and be happy for everybody else that's in the same room that you are. Because you all are a special, special, special group.
Yeah.
Elite group.
Very
elite
much so.
group. Man, you in the conversation with Elgin Baylor.
Yeah.
You in the conversation with Cap.
Yep.
You in the conversation with, you know, Wilt. You in the conversation with Bob Cousy and Bill Russell. You in the conversation with Julius Erving, who we just talked about up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why has kept you in the same room with Mike? Now, Mike's going to talk shit about him being great to everybody while he's in that room. That's Mike. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
But y'all, you got to let Mike be Mike. Until you win an argument, that's just Mike being Mike. But everybody else in that room, as far as they're concerned, hey, man, we all equal.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, and it's
everybody's
like,
all equal.
Here's
and to me, as a former player who's in that, but not as a former player, if I'm a former player, I would love to see somebody like Paul Pierce really just accept that publicly. Like, you know, look, y'all, it's y'all's job. Scoop, you're in the media. That's your job to go argue about like this, that, and the other. Right now, I'm on the 75, and nobody can argue that. Mm-hmm. And he could actually take it a step further. He said, the only reason I wasn't in the 50 that I wasn't born at that time. I'm going to tell you right now, I've probably been on that 50. You can't argue that because they're doing it just by the years. NBA was 50 years old, they picked 50, 75 years. So he can argue that if I was born earlier, I'd have been one of the 50 greatest ever. No argument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now you're getting into the weeds of an argument that I think you should be above. If you know, if in my mind, Paul Pierce should be above having public conversations like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like for me, it's like he's complaining in this about like the circumstances, the team around him, the guys he got to play with, and it's like that's not a reflection on your game, Paul. Like we know how good you are. You don't have to say, well, Dwyane was only maybe better than me because he got to play with Shaq and LeBron and Chris Bosh. It's like,
wait.
Come on, now what game are you playing? Like,
let's be honest here. Dwyane got what, 3 rings, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he did win 2 with their big 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Correct?
Right.
The same way Paul got his 1 with his big 3. If we really, really being honest, Dwyane got that other ring with half a Shaq.
Oh, very much so.
Right.
100%. I was in Miami that year for that run.
Like, look, we
100%.
know that's a half a Shaq he was playing with. And half a Shaq is amazing, but that's still half a Shaq. So, if you're going to go for that, if Paul Pierce's argument, where's your ring with Antoine Walker?
Good point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's your ring with a half a Shaq? Because if we're going to compare who's greater, you know, neither one of us won an MVP. But at least if I'm Dwyane Wade, and this is something Paul Pierce should take consideration, to really win that argument, you need to win that ring with the half a Shaq, and you need to honor the fact that he won that ring with half a Shaq. You can't say that he won a ring with Shaq, because we all know that's not the rings that Kobe won with Shaq. That's not the rings with the squad Rob played on. You know what I'm saying? He won that ring with half of Shaquille O'Neal. Mm-hmm. Half of them.
Yeah.
So to me, if we're having a real conversation, and if truth was on here, that would have to be put on the table. Really have to be put on the table.
Yeah, you're right. And he was Finals MVP that year too, by the way, Dwyane Wade. So it's like,
look,
he took that series over.
We talking about what we seen players. We talk about what Jimmy Butler did.
Oh yeah.
In the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Dwyane Wade games 3, 4, 5, and 6 against
Game
Dallas.
3 is the one that really stands out to me too, because Game 3 was the one where he was like, "Nope, this is mine now."
Well, I got a little intel for you all. Games 1 and 2, Dwyane Wade was sick. He had the flu. Temperature was floating around. I think Game 1 was 103. Game 2 was around 101. Never said anything about it. Jason Terry and Dirk a little bit. They were talking shit on the podium after the Game 2 win. And I'll never forget this. I'm sitting there watching it. Dwyane Wade is actually watching it like right outside, just sitting outside watching to see what they got to say. Walk out of the media room. D puts his arm around my neck and said, "Them motherfuckers don't know I'm better now. I'm good." He literally says this to me after Game 2. He said those exact words. "Them motherfuckers don't know I'm good now. I've been sick the last 4 days. 2 games I've been sick. I'm good now. Watch what the fuck's about to happen."
You know what's amazing to me? How often guys get sick before the finals, man. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why are you out in
partying?
Why this is the time you taking vitamin C, you not going no damn where. You supposed to be masked up before mask was even a thing. It's like I can't understand it. I'm like when I was playing in the playoffs, I shut everything down. I ain't go no damn where. Practice at home because I didn't want to get sick. Even when my kids would come, I'm like, "Go get your asses in the shower, clean up right now, because I ain't getting sick." And I don't understand how these guys I'm like, is this all a thing? It's like copying MJ now saying I was sick. I know Dwyane Wade didn't mention it, but how do you get sick in the most important time of your life? You shouldn't be around nobody that's nasty.
You hit those kids with the decontaminant when they come through. Like,
everybody. In the shower.